What's up YouTube, it's Louis here bringing you today's cryptocurrency video. Sorry I haven't been able to get the videos out earlier, I just wasn't feeling too well in myself today, but making that FIRO video really did give me a pick me up basically, so go check that FIRO video out. It's a nice microcap gem. If you haven't heard about it, I do have a video that I did post quite a while back on what it is, but literally the fundamental side, that's for you guys to do the research. I'm here to show you the charts and what I see in the charts. Perfect. So since about down here we had this falling wedge and I drew this trend line. We've been respecting the trend line. You fell below it, back tested at support again when you got back above, basically confirming that this is your uptrend basically since breaking out. As long as when you break out of this, you're creating higher lows, which you have low, higher low. Because this is a double bottom, you can say that it's a higher low basically, like one bottom, two bottoms. Let me just draw that out for you like that. Okay, so you have been putting in higher lows, as you can see, and we've now met our technical target, which we went through yesterday at $2.13. So when we broke out, when we had this impulsive wave up here, I told you that we're going to pull back to exactly this location, because out of this impulsive wave from here to up here, your 382 was sitting here, and out of a first impulsive wave of a new trend, because you were in this short-term downward one, then you start this upward one over here. I did give you that 382, and I told you exactly why I thought it was the 382, because not all the time, but sometimes out of a first new wave, out of a first new trend, you do come back to the 382, which not a lot of people know. A lot of people always wait out for that 0618, but it's any of those fib levels that can be respected. It's just that the 0618 and the 050 are the most common ones for it to fall back to. So I also gave you this technical target over here at $2.34, which we've now met exactly. And the reason why I gave you this is because once we got above that 0618 of $1.77, it puts us eventually in a technical target to the 1618. So that is what we've met nicely. So I just want to say thank you guys for all your support and for supporting my channel, giving me such great comments on Twitter, like backing me up and whatnot. So thank you guys for all your support. I've said support about 5 times already. But yeah, honestly, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. So thank you for all your nice comments. Perfect. So what is going on now for Matic? I do think that we need a pullback. And why? Because this is getting a bit vertical, so we're going to get a nasty downward push. So one level that I do think we should come back to is $1.88, which was the top of this pumped it upside before retracing. Why do I think this? Because since getting above that, you had some green wicks, but we haven't had red bodies. So you have had red bodies on this swing high over here, which is nice after this pullback and this pullback. So it could be that you do fall to any of these two locations. So once you get to the 1618, there's nothing that's 100% in trading, so it all depends on the situation. But when it's going up vertically, you do usually have a nasty pullback. So let's say this was just going up the stairs slowly. It's highly like that you just fall back to the 1.272 and then continue up basically. And that's what could happen here, of course, but because of how vertically it's gone up, I do think that we're in for a bigger pullback. So your technical target has been met, which is your impulsive wave out of this fib retracement. Once you get above this is over here is your impulsive wave. So we are expecting the pullback. You can land on here, $2.13 over here. But if you do come down worse, I'd say that you could come to the 1.88 because you haven't back tested this area as support yet. So you could work your way down through the fibs, do like an A, B, C correction, something like that. Of course, I may be wrong. You can catch support on this and you can catch support on this because this is a previous swing high. It's just I think that you could come as low as that $1.88. So of course, if I'm wrong, no worries. Like, I'm not selling anywhere. I'm just trying to tell you what I see in the charts, and usually you just come down to here or here. But because of this location over here, the resistance but no support, that's where I will be waiting for. So if you were waiting for an entry, of course not financial advice, this could be a nice location to enter in Polygon if you're not in already. Of course, I was telling you guys around these levels would be perfect for entry points like the 0618 because you are getting up to here. So for anyone that took that trade, that would have been a nice little trade of 32%. So amazing. I know a lot of you did get into this, so nice for everyone that's in Matic and supporting Matic Polygon. So we're not done here. we're not done here whatsoever. We do have further technical targets to the upside. And why do I have this technical target up here at 290? I'm going to show you two reasons. First of all, once you do reach your 1618, you do pull back. Let's say you do come back down to here. Then afterwards, you will head to the 2414 sitting at 290. So that's one reason why we'll get up there. So I'm going to delete that now, delete this, and I'll show you why. Let's delete that as well because all these targets have been met. So the reason why I do believe that we're going to head to 290 was, one reason was the 2414, but also out of this wave to the downside, this little dip, our 1618 is sitting exactly at the 290 location. And you can see that the 0618 is $1.88, and this is the main reason why I think that we have to come back down here, because you haven't had red bodies down here. So at the moment, out of this larger fib retracement down here, so what are the fibs basically? It's a retracement tool, and what's happened over here is not a retracement, it's a reversal. So usually you find your low, so swing high to swing low before pulling back to $1.88, which you did exactly, which is the 0618. After getting to the 0618, you're meant to break below the zero, and this is your push, exhaustion, continuation, and that's how the fib retracement is meant to be used. And then to get further downward targets, you'd measure from the swing low over here, the lowest point, or if it's that, back to this highest point over here, and then we'd have further down targets once you break this level over here. So I'll just show you that now. So let's say you did lose that zero, basically this is how I'd give you targets to the downside. So basically your targets to the downside, like your impulsive wave would be to $1.19, and that's if you lost $1.44. So this is how I use the fibs, but we didn't lose that zero. So as long as yeah, you get rejected from here and you should break the zero, but as long as you don't break that zero, you're given a higher chance that you're going to work your way back up the fibs and break that 0618, causing this to become a reversal wave heading to these higher up targets up over here. So when you do break the 0618 and you back test that as support, we must see that back test as support, then that's when we go to the 1618. So out of that smaller impulsive wave from here to here, yeah, we had the 1618 sitting here at $2.32, and we met that exactly now, and we're expecting that pullback. And this is why I think out of the larger fib retracement, this is why I think we're going to come back down to here, because you've gone up vertically, not exactly like this, but yeah, you're coming up a bit like parabolic basically, although it's not crazy, is it? Yeah, 60%, yeah, that is crazy. You won't see that in the stock market. So yeah, this is why I think we're going to come down here, and after reaching down here, confirm that support, wick down to here, maybe confirm that support, work your way through the fibs and head to the 1618. After that, I am expecting a pullback once again, because once you hit the 1618, you do pull back, and you could come to this swing high over here, or you could actually just fall to that 1.272. After that, we've got these higher up targets. So the 2414 is actually sitting at one of our initial targets out for the bull market, which is the 2414 at $4 basically. And this is an area, these are the three levels that I think are going to be my end of bull run targets for Matic. I do think that we're going to get to $6.50, and the reason why I do think we're going to get there is because I've literally been shouting this out to all the people in my group chat since July. I've told all the people in my Discord group chat since July, when we had this bottom over here, that my technical target for the end of the bull run for Matic is $6.50, and I'll show you exactly why. Because when you have a massive dip, you want to measure that dip with the fib tool, and once you break above the 0618, which is at $1.55, and this is why I told you guys and repetitively told you guys that why $1.55 is the most significant level of the bull run for Matic, is because if you stay above this, we are going to head to 650. And look at the bounce from then. You had this falling wedge taking us to that 0618, because look here, this is why I think we're going to come back to this 188 zone over here, because out of this larger fib retracement, your 0618 is at 155, and we flew all the way to $2.24. And everyone's like, nah, we're going to continue. But I told everyone that we are going to come down to the 155 location. I had a video where we had this descending triangle and your target was 155. And when you meet a technical target, you're waiting for a new pattern to form, basically. And we got that pattern. We've got an ascending triangle, basically, over here. Can you see that? And then of course using the fibs and getting above the 0.618, then heading to the 1.618. It's like multiple reasons, multiple confluences basically. So even though we got above the 0.618, went all the way up to here, which was a pump of 44%, you're getting vertical just like we are here, and this is even steeper basically. This is, yeah, even steeper. So that's why I think that we are going to pull back nastily, because after this 50% pump or whatever it was, you pull back nastily. It didn't come down instantly, it worked its way down eventually. But yeah, this is why I think that we could come down to $1.88. I hope you enjoyed that video today. I hope you understood it. I was trying to go through it a bit slower and try to explain it in as much detail as possible. Again guys, I just want to thank you so much for all your support. And actually, just before we go, I've seen a new pattern. Sorry, I always miss out stuff because I'm doing the video for the first time, looking at the chart for the first time with you guys. So if I do ever miss stuff out, which I know I will, I'm sorry guys, because I do just like doing the videos with you guys so you can actually see my thought process. And of course, I'm going to miss stuff sometimes. So sorry about that, but I hope you guys understand and respect that I will try to come back. And obviously, if I get it wrong, I will admit it and whatnot. So once you break above $2.12, $2.13, which we have, you got a technical target up here at $2.82. So you got even more confidence to the fact that we're going to reach 290. I've given you now 3 reasons why we're going to get there. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you in the next one, and as always, peace.